In this video we are going to see how to change the camera ID of a WBox HD PTZ camera. So this is normally required when we use this HD PTZ camera in analog mode. That means when we connect this PTZ camera with the analog DVR, we used to change this video output into CVBS. So in that scenario, and if the number of camera is more than one, the number of PTZ camera is more than one, then each camera should have unique ID. So example, I have in a project I have 3 cameras. The first camera ID should be 1, second PTZ camera the ID should be 2, and third PTZ camera the ID should be 3, because these all cameras are going to connect through a RS485 port on a analog DVR. So each PTZ camera should have unique ID. So by default all this WBox PTZ camera will have ID number 1. Now I want to change this into different number based on my requirement. So example, I have 2 PTZ camera in a project. One I can use it with the default IP address of default ID of 001. So in the second camera I need to change the ID into 002. So how I can change this? So you can connect that particular camera onto my DVR first on its RS485 port. Now I need to go to menu, camera, PTZ setup, where select that particular channel. If it is channel number 7, select 7. The protocol, and since it's analog PTZ, protocol will code D, and address by default it will be address number 1, and baud rate, the default baud rate is 2400. Set these 3 parameters and click apply. So now you just come out and go to PTZ and check can you able to control the PTZ or not. If you can able to rotate the PTZ, okay. Now what I want to do, I want to change this address. To change this address, what need to do, go to command control. Here the preset number, we need to select the preset number as 95. Select the preset number as 95 and click card. So once we select the now you will get the OSD button or OSD menu of this particular PTZ camera. Now click the PTZ control symbol, and if you see, this is the arrow, this is the button which is selected. Now you need to come down once. So to coming down, just click down arrow once, and now if you want to select it, select the right arrow button. Now you are entered into dome settings. Now you want to go to COM setting. See your COM setting, to again click the right arrow. Now if you see here, the device ID and check ID, both are different number. Now I want to change both number into same. So to do that, I need to again right click, so that will get selected. Now I want to change it into 54. So to changing this, you can use this up arrow, down arrow buttons and set both the numbers are same. Once you change it, to save this, click again the right arrow, it will get saved first. Then you want to come down, come back. So for that you need to click the left arrow. So if you click left arrow, you are getting the arrow button in exit. Using the up arrow, you can go up and select target ID. Now in the target ID, the default ID is showing a 002. So the ID is showing a 00. Now if you want to change it, click the right arrow, select the right arrow, and whatever the number you want, 2, 3, 4, whatever number you want to change, using up or down arrow, you can change it. So example, I am changing it into 3 or okay. Now I want to save it. Again, for saving it, click right arrow. So that will get saved. Now by using down arrow, you can come down. Before coming down, you need to press the left arrow, and now you need to come down. So you select save and click the right arrow, it will get saved. And the OSD menu screen will go. So after that the camera will reboot.